Hey. All right, so this is really literally a test. This is a test, and I'm sitting here live and I'm checking on my computer to see if it's coming up or where's this video. Oh, there, no, that's not it either. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. So I'm literally on here. This is just a test. I just wanted to see how I could do stuff and everything. Anyway, I'm pretty excited because tonight I'm officially inviting you guys to check out my show that I'm doing on YouTube that will simultaneously be on 106 TBC Radio at the same time. And I'm going to have my parents on. So if you just prefer just to listen to some music while you listen to my show, definitely go over to 106tbcradio.com. And I'm going to type that in. This is like really, really weird. I'm testing something out, guys. 106 TBC Radio. Radio. Oh, oh. Oh, hey, Melvin. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Radio.com. So I came on here this morning. Those who are looking at me right now on Facebook, I came on here this morning and basically it's not going to let me do it. Oh, there it is. Okay. But it doesn't matter. I could do the same thing on the other things. I didn't need to do this. Okay. So I came on here this morning to tell you guys that I was going to go live on YouTube tonight. And some of you, I think I woke somebody up, and it was like, you woke me up. But they're going to go ahead and send their music in, so I'm pretty excited about that. So if you guys have music out there, or you know somebody who is an artist, let me know, and I will go ahead and play your music. Okay, so let me know, and I will go ahead and play your music. This is how you need to do it. Send me an email. And the email that I need you to send me is TheOnlyDeeDeeWalker at Gmail. Let's go. G.com. Send that to me, TheOnlyWalker at Gmail.com. And that's my email. And send me an MP3 and make sure that it's an MP3. I have a lot of people who send me some stuff, and it's like they'll send me the link to their YouTube, And then one person was like, all you got to do is just click on it and transfer it over. But the thing is, I don't have time to go and convert your music over to an MP3. So I figured it's a win-win situation. You send me your MP3, I put it up on the radio, people get to hear it, at least extra, I'm sure that you guys are being heard all over, but some extra folks get to hear it. And if you would like, I could talk a little bit about your song, but you can't make it difficult for me because then I have to stop because my schedule is starting to pick back up again. And then your music is going to get to a point where it's not going to play on a regular basis. Can you guys hear me? Melvin, can you hear me? Melvin said we'll talk soon. Okay, King is here. So I just want to, so what I'm getting ready to do, this is just actually a test video, to be honest with you. So I'm getting ready to share this video. And I did it a little bit differently, but I'm kind of realizing that maybe I should have just did it the old-fashioned way or whatever. Loud and clear. Okay, good. I'm glad that you can hear me. Okay, so I want to share this video. And I'm going to, I guess I have to copy the link. And I got to come out of this. I got to go back into Facebook. I'm learning. I'm also this is all a test to see if basically if you guys can see me, and I'm doing something completely different. But I'll give you an update of what we're going to talk about on the show, and I'll put that in there with the thing that I share. So I'll like an update what we're going to talk about on the show. I would like to bring Joe B and Mama Denise, aka my mom and pop, on the show as well. There was a conversation that we had before. I want you on the radio, and it was really good. So, being that I'm gonna go ahead and do YouTube the same time I do the radio, we're gonna go ahead and talk about that again. And basically, we're gonna talk about. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Tokyo. Please share. This is in test video. Okay, I'm gonna just copy this link and just do this like that. Copy, copy, copy. So anyway, Tokyo Toni, right? Tokyo Toni is Black China's mom. So Black China is a reality star. She's a self-made millionaire. She has a child or kids by Rob Kardashian, who happens to be the son of the Kardashians, the brother to the Kardashians. And I believe that she was on a couple of episodes of the Kardashians. I don't know what they call it. I just know it's as the Kardashians, right? So long story short, the mother in Tokyo Toni, the latest news that came out, or the latest, I don't even know what you call it. Is it called blog, or I'm new to the game, so you got to forgive me. I'll get all this lingo up maybe in a couple of months, but I'm new to it. So anyway, and those who are just tuning in, I'm talking about a subject that I want to continue with my parents, because they're going to be on my YouTube tonight. We're also going to be on 106 TBC Radio live as well. So anyway, long story short, Tokyo Toni, who's the mother to Black China, who is the baby mama to Rob Kardashian, Kat Kardashian is the brother to the Kardashians. That's where we're at for those who are tuning in right now. So anyway, Tokyo Toni got on social media and decided that she was going to talk about how unfair her mother was when it came to sharing her wealth with her. And that's how I get my stories. I don't necessarily talk about Tokyo Toni and Black China, but the reason why I'm bringing it up is because that's how I got my topic. So I talked about it before, and the topic was basically this: are we responsible, or are our children responsible for paying our bills? For taking care of us. And I did put a poll up, and some people say, yeah, our kids should look out for us, and a lot of people said no. And so I talked with my parents, and the conversation was really juicy. It was really good. But we was on the radio. We wasn't on YouTube Live. So I decided I want to talk about it again on YouTube Live. So of course they're going to chime in. I'm not sure if they're going to go live with me, but you'll see me talking and you'll hear their voices, or you might see them as well. So I'm hoping that you do. So anyway, Tokyo Toni, the mother of Black China, got on there and she started talking about how she felt that her daughter should be helping her out. Her daughter's a millionaire, living in this beautiful house, living large, and she's saying that, she's struggling. Why is that happening? Now, I'm going to address it with you guys, and then I'm going to talk it with my parents again to get a feedback. And if you guys would like to comment on here, I will share your comments, but I won't say what the name is unless you say, hey, D, you can go ahead and you can put my comment up. So that's up to you. That's however you want to do it. That's how you live. That's however you want to do it. So she gets on to another blogger's platform. Her name is Tasha K. And I believe that, wait a minute, I did talk about it before. It was on another video I did, and I did go ahead and I did tag it to some other people. I did do that. I did do that. Yes, I did. Anyway, I did do that. So anyway, I'll tag it to this video as well when I get off of here, so you guys can go ahead and click onto it so you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, that's going to go on for tonight. So anyway, Tokyo Toni gets onto this she gets onto another platform, and she gets on this platform of another YouTuber who is very well known. And a lot of people say that she's like kind of similar to the Oprah, a combination of Oprah and Wendy Williams of the bloggers on YouTube. And she has her own little flavor. I personally think she's in a league of her own because her style and everything is completely different than Oprah. And it's kind of similar to Wendy Williams, but a little bit, you know what, I'm not even going to compare her to Wendy Williams. She's just completely different, like completely different. Melvin said I should talk about entrepreneurship. You know, I do segments of where I do talk about entrepreneurship. You are formally invited to come on to the show. You know, our segments are, we talk a little bit about this, a little bit about that, a little bit about this. The first thing we do is we carry over the conversation that my mom and my father had in their shows, which is Time's Up with Joby. Time's Up with Joe B, and then of course Hanging Out with Miss Denise, where they talk about political issues, social, economic issues. So, you know, if you want to come on there and talk about that, we'll give you a couple of minutes to talk about that as well. So that is something that we always do talk about. I like to talk about a lot of everything. So I just don't talk about gossip, if that's not my whole show. And on YouTube, I also interview folks as well. But speaking about gossip, we're going to go back. We're going to go back to the Tokyo Toni thing. So anyway, we were talking about Tasha K for a second. So she was on the Tasha K show, and I was trying to describe what type of commentary that I think Tasha K is, what kind of blogger I think she is. I think she's in a league of her own. She comes with her own flavor. Thank you, Melvin. You know what? If you say I'm a superstar, I'm going to say thank you. I'm honored. So she was on Tasha K, right? And I think her intentions, and I've talked about this before, and I think I'm saying a little bit different this time, but I think her intentions was to literally get on there so people can feel her pain and what she felt her daughter was doing to her. But all of that anger and frustration that she had inside of her, I personally did not see. Well, I understood what she was trying to do, but what she was portraying out, what she was projecting out, was anger and hurt and frustration. And a lot of people dragged her. See, I'm still trying to get the lingo. They dragged her. A lot of people dragged her and said that she was jealous of her daughter. And so that's what the topic we're going to talk about now. We're going to say, should does she have some rights? Should we, our parents support us, or I keep saying our parents support us, but should you support your parents? Should you make sure that they're financially set? Are you obligated to do that? And then does Tokyo have the right? Does she have the true, how do you say it? Does she have, how do you say it? Does she have any merit to stand on to say, basically, my daughter owes me? Is she being totally selfish for that? And so that's something that I'm going to talk about this evening. And the reason why I want to talk about it, because I do deal with my parents. I do a lot of stuff with them. We're embarking on a couple of things that we will financially, we will benefit from it all. Me and my parents are creating a whole other show. Both of them have shows on 106 TBC Radio as well as I do. Then we came up with another concept that we think is going to be really cool, and it's called Look Back 365. And so we're going to be doing all of that stuff. So I work with my parents, and and my mom, just to tell the history between my mom and myself. She's been in projects where then I was part of the projects. We had a whole TV talk show, which a lot of people don't know. I will tag that video, some of the videos to this. So when you go down into, it's not there now, but maybe I can tag it. Let me go ahead and look. But anyway, we were basically in a whole talk show together. We always looked out for each other. My mom has always said to me that, basically she's going to make sure that, she's always going to look out for me. And I've always felt the same about her. I always felt the same about my parents. That's the relationship we have. But in that relationship, there's no obligation for me to take care of my parents. It's because I want to. And there's no obligation at my age for my parents to take care of me, but they want to. So I think that's a difference between saying they're obligated to, we're doing this because that's our relationship. And I think that's where the rub, where a lot of people came up with, and some people sided with her. They were like, we know Tokyo, we know China, and she's not this, that, and the other, and she should be taking care of her mother. And some people are like, oh my goodness, this woman is totally left field. Why would she even say those things about her daughter? That's another thing. Honey, I'll let you see the video itself. When she was, it was, it wasn't nice. I'm looking up coffee time, and I think I gotta put, because I don't know if you could just find it like that. There it is. I see coffee time. Shucks, I don't see it. It's not coming up like that. I think I gotta put Donna Walker after coffee time. Oh, wait. The big chat. The big chat, right? I want you guys to look that up. The big chat. There it is, Donna Walker. Under Donna Walker. Okay, there it is. I'm gonna do season 1, episode 1. I'm going to go ahead and copy that link and put it into the comments, and you guys can go and look at it whenever you want to. This was our very first episode it was on a local TV station, and then of course it was on on the big chat, which is still up and running. You can still see a lot of those episodes. So I'm trying to see right here. Put it in here. And this is called Coffee Time. So these are stuff that me and my mom did together. We've always been there for each other. This is just us. This is just us. It's called Coffee Time, and here's the link. I'm putting it into the and then I'm gonna go ahead and put it up. Okay, there it goes. There it is. See, Coffee Time. And if you click on that link right there, you can go to it. Don't do that now. Wait till I get over here. But I am going to put it into the, to the link at the bottom or whatever. And if you click on the link, you can actually go to our first episode. And yes, it's a shameless plug. But it's to show you guys that me and my mom, we do a lot of stuff together. And I personally think that if my advice that I can personally give to Toni Tokyo, the mom of Black China, I could basically say, I'm sorry that I don't even know how to say this. I understand to a certain extent how you could feel that, you got a daughter out there and you feel that you're struggling and that she's a millionaire, she should be helping you. But um, our children are not obligated to help us. We want them to help us. It's a beautiful thing when you help your parents. I want to know that when I get older, that, and this is a big fear of mine. It's like I went to a nursing home way, way back when I was a young girl, and I saw these elderly people, and they were sitting there, and they just looked so lonely, and they looked so depressed. And you probably see my junkie. Do you see it? Oh no, good. You don't see it. Good. Let me do it this way. Yeah. Okay. They look so lonely, and they look so depressed. And I go there, and my heart, I feel like crying. I really do. I feel like crying because it's like, oh my God, they were literally abandoned. They were abandoned, which is really, really sad, right? So I say, like I always tell my kids, I was like, please, when I get older, I would love if you could look after me. Now, are they obligated to do that? No. Morally, that's a beautiful thing if they do. And that's what I have to say to her. Is China obligated to take care of you? No. Morally, that's a beautiful thing for her to do. And I think that's the angle she should go out, because I'm going to tag the video to this. I got to look for it first. I'm going to tag that video. Let me see if I can find it. And this is with Tasha K and Toni Tokyo. And I interviewed with Toni. Yeah, there we go. So that whole interview that she had, it's first of all, Tasha names it Exclusive Live, Tokyo Toni and Tasha K, Smear Campaign Gone Wrong. That's what she names it in the first place. And I was kind of feeling her, and I was like, okay, she has her own little flavor. And then when she literally went off, and the way she did it, it was kind of scary, because I could never, never talk about my kids in that manner. Mind you, everybody, this is just a little test. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that up there. So this is Tasha K interviewing Toni. What is it? Toni Tokyo. Toni. What is it? Toni Tokyo. I don't even know if I'm spelling her name right. Well, you know what? Let me just put the link in there, and you'll see it. Because I don't want to spell her name. And that it was up there a second ago. So that right there. So that interview right there. I think I just put it up there. Yeah, it's not going up. Anyway, it should go up in a couple of seconds. I don't know. Anyway, that was the interview that she had with her, and it was live. It says live Tokyo Toni, whatever. Anyway, you can click on it. You could check it out. It kind of broke my heart, because I don't know what point she was trying to prove, and all you could really hear is Toni cursing her out. The language that she used with her daughter was so, like, there it is. It's up. I see it now. I guess I'm a little bit late or whatever. But anyway, it was so drastic. It was so, it kind of broke my heart, and then to jump out of my feelings for a second, I kind of feel like the reason why she probably went after her daughter the way she did is because she was hurt. And so to me, I feel like that hurt comes from a place that maybe she needs to sit down and talk with somebody. And it can't be her daughter right now because she's too hurt with her. She has to talk with somebody that can really dig in and understand her pain. Because when you hurt like that, you don't want to hear any reason from anybody else. So she definitely needs somebody to dig into her pain. So anyway, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. I'm going to bring my mom and my dad in on a conversation. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to go ahead and write that in. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to go ahead and put the link on that as well. Hold your time. I have not eaten anything at all today, guys. Nothing at all. And I'm very tired and sleeping. This is the YouTube channel. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in the messages. In the messages. So if you go ahead, you can check out all the other videos I did. I just had an interview with my boy, the Drew, and he's from Public Enemy. We're going to do a part 2 because when I was interviewing him, I didn't have a chance to get everything out. I was completely nervous, but the interview went well. It went well. But we are going to do it too so we can address some of those questions that I did not have a chance to talk to him about. So he's from Public Enemy, and he's also the creator of what is that thing called? The microphone theme, which is an awesome creation. He was showing me how when you hold it and you grip it, I don't know if you've ever been to like any local concerts and you got somebody that's rapping and they're holding the mic up like this. They got the mic like this, right? And they got the hand over the but you know what I'm talking about. Let me get my mic. They got their hand over like this piece right here. So they're rapping and everything, but it sounds garbled. So you can't hear what they're saying. So he invented the microphone theme that has like this extra little piece that when you hold up on it and you grab it and you hold it like this, that it perfects the sound and they sound really good. So he's the engineer that created that. And we talked a little bit about that. So we'll address it more in part 2. And then what else? And then also too, he talked about his whole thing with Public Enemy. He talked about the music that he made for Bonnie and Clyde on Booty Call, the soundtrack that he did that. He talked about Chuck D, Queen Latifah. He talked about all of that stuff. So definitely go ahead and check that out. I'm going to go ahead and put that link in here as well. So I like this. I can go ahead back and put my little links in me and stuff like that. Here it is. And this is my interview with him. And we're going to do a part 2. And then also, too, coming up pretty soon, 106 is actually going to play it, and they're going to add some music in by my girl Half Pint. So we'll add music in it, too, as well. But right now, you can watch the whole thing in full on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in there for you guys. Whew, I'm like very tired right now. So that's the interview that I had with him. So, yeah, it's in the comment thing. I noticed when I put it up, all you see is the link. You don't really see much. But if you go into the comments, you'll see it. And then I'm actually going to take all of these stuff and I'm going to put it into the thing. It's the bottom information. Along with my Cash App. If you'd like to support the show, that would be awesome. I've got people that are sending me anywhere from $1 and more up. And so I want to say thank you to all of those people who are supporting the show. And just to let you know, 100% of the proceeds that you send to me from my show goes to the development of the show. So it's going to go to the development of the sound, the quality, the look, all of that stuff. So when I do interviews for folks, I can bring my best to them. And so far, I have had a lot of people's support, and I want to say thank you so much. And the biggest support that I've been getting is the folks going to my YouTube channel and actually subscribing. Like, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this page. I started off with, let me see. I started off with one subscription. Okay, I always say I started with 0 subscriptions. I started with one subscription myself, and I started putting up videos and asking people. And every time I get a new subscription, it's like I feel like it's like Christmas. Like you open up a gift. Oh my God, it's a subscription! Like it's so exciting. It's another subscription. I get so excited, and I want to say thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. You guys are fabulous. So I went from 0 to 1 to it slowly started going up. And so then it went up to 10. And I was like so excited. I literally sat on my bed. It was like, they're subscribing. They're actually doing it. I was like so excited. And then it went up to 20, and I was like, oh my God. Then it went up to 30, and I was like, oh my goodness. 40, 50, and now it's up to 60 subscriptions. I actually think I got 65 subscriptions on my YouTube channel. And I just want to say that I am so excited about it. Like some folks are like, I was talking to this other young lady who is actually a YouTuber as well, and she has 100,000 subscriptions. And then I asked her, I said, when you started getting your subscriptions, were you excited? And she said she was so excited. She was like, oh my God, it felt good that people were subscribing to her channel, that people had faith in what she was doing. And so one of the things that I like to do, and if you have a problem with it, then I guess you just have a problem with it. I like to say thank you. I like to say thank you periodically. I tell people thank you for liking my Facebook page, follow me on social media. What else? I say thank you and to people for coming on my show. I'm a thank you. I'm a thank you, ma'am. Thank you, man person. Thank you, man. I have to say thank you. To me, it's important because I look at this, I ask you guys to do a lot of stuff. I ask you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I ask you guys to subscribe to my Facebook. I ask you guys to subscribe to all the different things that I'm actually doing. And a lot of you guys support me. And the reason why I feel thank you is the most important thing that you can ever have somebody. It's just important. It's just important because this one person, I won't name them, okay? I won't even say they're a hater because, maybe there's a different perspective I need to gather out of it. But they said to me, they were like, they said, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. They said, you're out there, you're writing scripts, you're in movies, you're on the radio, and now you want to do YouTube? You're doing too much. You need to pick something and stick with that. People are getting tired of all the stuff that you're doing. And me being the extra self-absorbing person that I am, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I took that to heart, and it caused me to shut down a little bit because I felt like I'm a very creative person, and people I hang out with are pretty creative people, and everything we do is not successful. We've tried so many things, and maybe one or two things are successful. So I look at all the people who are entrepreneurs, and I look at all the people who are out there doing things because they are creative people. Creative people come up with creativity constantly. And some of the stuff that they create is not always shared with everybody. You know, it's put on the drawing board. Me personally, I wrote so many different um, plays. I wrote so many different movies, and they're filling up my hard drive on my computer. Before I even started putting on my computer, you know, I had stacks of paper that I had written. All of this stuff. My creativity goes back to where I used to like to sing, and I had a group when I was in high school, and I brought my good friend Caleb Johnson, which is an interview that I had with him. Awesome interview on YouTube. I love him, and he's still out there doing some amazing stuff. He's got a YouTube channel. He's doing so many stuff. So I say all of that stuff is that um, there are so many people who have done so many things, and you don't see everything they do. You only hear about maybe that one or two big things that they do, but they keep continuously doing stuff. Oprah Winfrey is a talk show host. She is a political figure, a public figure. She's out there. She wrote a book. She's an actress. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm sure there's a lot of things that you did not hear about Oprah Winfrey has done. And I say to that person that said, pick something and stick with it. I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say it in a way that's not making me look like I'm being I'm being a bitter bitch about this. But I'm gonna say it like this. And I know they're looking, or eventually they will look. I don't know. Picking a lane is good for you. Picking a lane works for you, has been successful for you. I'm great and happy for you for the lane that you have picked. Continue to pick that lane and be successful for it, and I will be your number one cheerleader. But for me, I have several different lanes, and I pick and choose a lane every day. And my lane today is YouTube, because it is an extension of what I do. For whatever reasons, whether if it's successful or it's not, it's something that I do, and I do it because I love it. That's why I'm always thanking people for following me, because they don't have to. You don't have to follow me. And it goes back to what I originally was saying before I went on this rant about picking a lane. I love to thank people. I like to thank you guys, because I am really, when I say thank you, I mean it from my heart, because you didn't have to follow me. You didn't have to like what I'm doing. You didn't have to comment. You didn't have to do any of that stuff, but you did. And to me, I'm honored for it, because there are several different lanes that I have. I'm an actress. Okay, I love to dance. I'm not good at it, but I love to dance. I do love to sing. I do have something that I'm working on that I'm going to be having out in the near future. I write. I love to write. I'm going to be directing soon, hopefully near in the future. I'm also an actress. I love acting. I caught the bug. I love to act. I also on the radio. I'm on the radio on every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully you'll join me tonight. And I'm now on YouTube, interviewing some of the most amazing people. Some of you folks who have actually liked what I'm doing, I'm interviewing you, talking about the great things that you're doing. And also, too, I talk about hot subjects like I'm talking about right now, because that's what I do. And I love doing it. And even if it's just one people or 15 people looking at me, 100 or 100,000 like my one friend has, it makes me happy. So picking one lane is not going to work for me, but it'll work for you. So I'm just going to say that. I'm going to come off of here because I'm getting ready for my show. It is tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would love for you guys to check it out. I'm actually going to go to it and put it into the thing so you guys can click on it. Please join me. Please like, subscribe. If you guys would like to support the show, please go ahead and do that by clicking or cash apping me at the DDWalker Live or DDWLive. Definitely go ahead and cash app me on there. even if or just simply by just viewing and looking at my show, subscribing would be awesome. I appreciate that. And I want to say one more thing about the person that I was addressing about picking the lane. I'm not just addressing that person, I'm addressing the people also who are out there doing some great stuff. Keep doing you. Keep shining at whatever you do. Keep trying, keep focusing, keep going forward. And don't allow anyone to stifle what you're doing, because you are a creative person. God has blessed you with many talents. Focus on those talents and do great at whatever you do. Now, I know that if you're doing 50 million things, like I also heard the term like and I'm not even going to say, because I'm not going to say it right, but you know what I'm talking about, that term they usually talk about where you know you do many things but you're a master at none, or whatever like that. And I kind of always frowned on that term, because we do many things. We love to do many things. You'll see me. I'm out there. I exercise, and while I'm exercising, I'm talking about my hot subject. I'm doing that. I'm on the radio. I'm trying to act. I'm trying to sing. I'm trying to do all of these things. We do it because it makes us happy. And if it makes you happy, do you, boo boo. So I'm talking to you too. So anyway, again, it's only going to show the link, so it's probably not going to show. But if you look into the comment boxes, you'll see it. It's called Just Chilling with the Parents. We're going to talk about all of this stuff tonight. We're going to get their viewpoint. If you guys would like to be part of the conversation, if you would like to be part of the conversation. I'll spell conversation wrong. It's not coming up. If you would like to be part of the show, let's go with that. Email me at, I need coffee, guys. My spelling is ferocious. Email me at, I just put that right there. Email me at TheOnlyDeeDeeWalker at gmail.com. And if you don't want to be live, on like on the show, because if you email me, I'll send you the link. And if you don't want to be live on the show, call in to the radio station. We'll hear your voice, but we just won't see you. Okay. The number is 336-698-3005, extension 1. Okay. So there you go. And I'm going to go ahead and do this, put it all on here. So basically, if you would like to be part of the show, email me at TheOnlyDeeDeeWalker at gmail.com, or call into the radio station, which is 336 extension 1, and you could do that at 8 p.m. this evening. So go ahead and do that. All right? All right. So anyway, this started off as a test, or whatever you want to call it. Test. Ooh, honey, I need some coffee. I need some coffee. It started off as a test, but I went into my whole ramble about what I was going to talk about. Then it was the pick a lane thing. So yeah, we went into that. Yeah. So anyway, join the show. It gets kind of crazy because I got my parents on there. Sometimes they be fussing with each other, but they love each other. So it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. Join us at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Either send me an email and I will send you the link, or call into the show at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard tonight, and we'll go ahead and make it happen. So peace in the Middle East, baby. See, no, I'm sorry. I should have done that. Anyway, I just want to say one more thing before I get off of here. I just want to say again, thank you for everybody for subscribing to my different platforms that I'm doing. I'm also on Patreon. On Patreon, I'll be doing videos that you will not see anyplace else. You won't see on YouTube, you won't see on here, or anything. Or you'll probably see some stuff there first, and then weeks down the road, you'll probably see it on the other platforms. So if you would like to be part of my Patreon platform, look a sister up, and I'm about to give you the Patreon, um, what you call it thing. I'm about to give you the Patreon link so you can go ahead and do that as well. So Patreon, so join me on Patreon. Okay. Yeah, that's spelled right. P-A-T. My spelling is ferocious, and y'all know that about me. Y'all know it. So join me on Patreon, okay? So on Patreon, basically, there's some videos. I get a little bit more serious, a little bit more. You're going to hear some stuff out of me that you probably never heard before. You're going to see some behind the scenes of my family, some of my family members, some of the subjects that they talk about. I'm going to be going live on there live. But right now, you're just going to see some videos that you don't see anyplace else. But as time goes on, this is the relationship I'm going to build on Patreon. So if you guys would like to join my Patreon page, please support by doing that right now by clicking on that link, clicking or copying that link right there. And it's also in the comments. So you can go ahead and do that as well. So anyway, I'm going to get ready for my show tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join a sister and everything. Somebody said to me that they like my hair and these braids. Thank you. I appreciate you. So anyway, I'm off of here. Read the comments, guys. On this comments, basically, I talk about the different shows. I talk about Coffee Time with me and my mom that was on TV, which was an awesome show. We ran several episodes of there, 2 seasons, several episodes. Tokyo Toni, a thing we talked about. So if you guys want to go back, if you're just now looking at this, whether you're live or whatever, whenever I put it back up, you can go look back at it. Subscribe to my channel. Check out the interview that I did with the Drew. If you love what I'm doing, please support me by Cash Apping the show and supporting the show. The Cash App is let me see if I can go down here. The Cash App is $DDWLive. I also put a link up for tonight's show if you would like to check it out. I'm just chilling with my parents. And if you guys would like to be part of the show, my email is in there. Part of the show, my email's in there, so definitely check that out. And then if you like, okay, I don't want my face on there, you can actually call into the radio show and you can talk to us live on there. And that number is 336-698-3005 extension 1. And then there's my Patreon channel if you guys would like to go ahead and join that. So